guys, welcome back again to my digital diary. I've been doing a lot of things and I'm so happy about it. Just recently I just finished a film. It is initially a passion project of mine. I was contacted by our local director asking me if I want to join the film fest that he will be hosting. I've been really having this creative juice to do something. It's like a vlog style experimental documentary. I did it. It was good. I was so fulfilled with what I did. I'm not actually looking for outside validations because the project for me, being capable to do a lot of things. Like for example, right now I'm supposed to be resting. I was just reading a book that is called Come What You Are by Alan Watts. I read the book 2 years ago and it just hit me right now. I had to reread it, like something about it is like pulling me to it. I just had so much fucking download after reading that book. Aside from the downloads that I got from that book, I've been really having a lot of epiphanies and realizations recently that I really want to talk about. But then earlier, literally like 30 minutes ago, I was just so focused on reading this book and I love how the author tackles or talks about love. And I was like, okay, I want to do my pep talk and talk about the things that I've been really wanting to talk about. Anyways, I have few notes in my journal. I do my journal almost every night. It's a little evaluation of the day. How did my day go? What are the things that I've learned? What are the encounters that really gave me some realizations about life? Because I am devoting every day to seek for the answers that are already there exist. Seek for the truth of this life that is always available to me. But first I want to talk about those downloads that I've been really receiving this past few days. So I want to touch on the book a little bit. So become what you are is actually just becoming what you are. That sounds so fucking stupid, but the thing that I got from the book is to learn how to become who I really am, how to live like who I really am. Actually, that is the theme of my film. Please watch it, you guys. The author is basically debunking all the precepts of the modern spirituality. I'm actually so vulnerable to that because I feel like at some point modern spirituality fucks up what we're supposed to know. Everyone is just so accessible to medias because a lot of spiritual gurus in the community have the platforms to talk. I feel like there are a lot of precepts, a lot of ideas, and it's kind of like overwhelming. One thing that makes everything so freaking complicated is how every guru talks about this one thing. It's about purging everything in order for you to be the specific person. It's just basically training your body and your mind to be a specific version of yourself, maybe a more successful one, a more abundant one. But you don't really need to do A, B, and C. All you have to do is just to remember that you are that person already. We are always in accordance with our higher self. We cannot get away with it. And our attempt to seek it puts us away from it. When I first entered the journey of spirituality, loss of the universe, manifestation, and all the likes, I had this impression that for me to have a good life, I have to be someone that I was not. I had to give birth to this another version of me. And actually it's kind of funny because I've been talking a lot about this, about birthing another version of you, yada yada yada. And in some way it is actually true. But I just really want to lean into this concept of you don't really need to be someone inside of you. I've gone through so much in my journey because when I first thought about the whole concept of manifestation, of this healing and changing that are basically inevitable, we are here to get rid of all the things that doesn't really make us us, to become our authentic self. But with all these concepts, it kind of takes away what authenticity really means of your true self, because what are we looking for? A lot of gurus are instilling to us that in order for us to have a brand new life, we have to be the specific version of ourselves. But right now I was taught to learn that who I am is all enough, and all I have to do is to remember I have all the qualities of that specific version. I don't really need to make myself from scratch because we are already this divine expression. We are capable in a lot of ways. And I think what really drawn me to believe that kind of idea is how thinking that I had to be a different version of myself didn't really serve me. I was in 24/7 battle with myself. I was like, this current version of me is fragmented, is flawed. I'm gonna be this person. I wouldn't have anything that I desire, so I have to get rid of this person. As a human, it's an impossible thing to do because you cannot get away with yourself. But thinking that the higher version of you is existing, and it exists now. And it only exists when your awareness is touching it. When you made the conscious decision that you are already that person. I find it really funny when a lot of like meta spiritual gurus on the internet talks about how they don't really do shit. When like spiritual junkie tries to do all these fucking modalities at the beginning of their journey, everyone's just meditating, everyone's just doing their yoga, journaling, going to therapy. While it is helpful to be in a state that favors you, and I still do all of that because I feel like those things help me in a lot of ways, I really believe that those are not the real answers. Those are just the way for the answer. And that's really a big thing for me to really understand, because I was like, okay, I'm doing things right. I felt so drained at the end of the day. I am doing all these practices, but I don't really feel aligned. I was seeking for something at the wrong places. I was seeking it outside of me instead of turning fucking inward. When you visualize someone outside of you, a different version of you, you're switching off from who you really are. That practice requires you to kind of like think outside yourself. For a lot of people who are living in survival mode, that is actually so risky because you are bypassing things. You are not grounded, number one, and at the same time, it will like lead you into a loop of seeking. There's this analogy of a snake biting its own tail. You can seek who you already are. Fire cannot get burned on its own. You can prick the needle on its point. You are the divine expression of the source. You are enlightened, you are conscious, you are aware, you are abundant, you are literally everything that you could ever think of, and all you have to do is just to remember that. I have chronic fucking anxiety. I availed a free counseling service. I was like in desperate need of help. So after one session, that counselor ghosted me. After that, I came across a lot of posts saying the patient knows what is happening. They can recognize their pattern. They're self-aware enough to know what is happening and what are the things that they're supposed to be doing. They're fucking doomed. Because what the fuck is the problem? I just left my counselor saying, girl, I think you just have to stop drinking coffee from now on. I was like, okay, you didn't really help me. Thank you so much for your time. Anyways, that's just so much yup. But yeah, I have to really analyze what is happening, and I have few explanations for it already, and I feel like it is the truth, you know. I feel like I just exposed my body and my mind to new things that are once very hard to perceive by my mind and my body. It fell into like flight or fight mode, and then I came across Alan Watts' concepts of seeking truth. That really hit me so fucking much because of all the ways of thinking that I have imposed on myself that doesn't really serve me. I really fell into this trap of so much confusion and frustration. Thought what I was doing was the answer, but unfortunately those were just a way. But I really don't want to say that doing all these modalities is a complete waste of time, because those are primary ways to ground, to get attuned with your body. But I feel like differentiating what is the answer and the way will help you so much. When I had these like downloads, that really made me think that the frustrations that I got is nonsense, because whatever the fuck I do, I'm always in accordance with life. I am one with nature. I am a member of the totality. If you observe the things around you, the trees, the flowers, your life goes in seasons and they're not resistant to it. They just allow flow. They don't overthink if they're gonna grow or not, because they will. Whatever fucking happens, even if a typhoon comes around, there's always a space for growth. They're always in the flow of life. They're always just swaying around. Look at them swaying around. I love them so much. After I read the book, I was like, why are you so fucking afraid, Leona? Like, everything around you is a manifestation of something so miraculous, powerful. God, the source, is just so freaking powerful. Because if they're not, how are we gonna be able to explain everything that is happening right now? Like, the scientists cannot even explain the totality of what is happening in the entire universe, and they made peace with that already. There's no need to fucking explain. That's the thing. Like, I don't really get it, you guys. Like, humanity just came in here and be like, okay, everything is just flowing in accordance with nature. But since I'm fucking bored, I have to figure it all out. I have to know what is the answer for the specific thing. And in fact, I have to label everything. I'm gonna label this sadness, I'm gonna label this happiness, I'm gonna label this blah blah blah. And that is the fruit of human suffering. To look back to the story of Adam and Eve, free dilemma, they're just having a good time, enjoying all the resources available to them, all naked. And then there comes the snake who fucks everything up, gave them this urge for knowledge without knowing that they are enlightened all along, that they are the answer. The knower cannot know the knower. The subject cannot know itself. Those things around you is not actually asking you for an explanation, bitch. The normal flow of life is not your fucking thesis professor. God is not a freaking panelist. Love, abundance, peace, not a fucking panelist. They are not requiring anything from you, okay? All you have to do is just to experience it in the freaking present moment. Because when you devote your life of just figuring things out, you're taking away this sweet moment of actually living in it. It's just so crazy how nonsensical almost everything around us is. One stupid thing is enough. It is not disastrous. But if the entire system is fucking stupid, what are we gonna do now? We are literally being trapped in so much fucking stupidity. As a 22-year-old bitch, I wanna live this fucking bubble that makes me feel so fucking stupid. Life is just meant to experience. You are meant to live, not just to fucking exist. Before I filmed this video, I was doing my makeup and I was listening to stage music. I was like, yeah, the luxury that I have right now, I can do whatever the fuck I want. If I want to film, I can film. If I want to talk about a thing that I'm interested to talk about, I can talk about it freely. It's all enough for me to say that yes, I have the fucking answer already to life. I'm just really having a good time in my life right now. I am grounded in the totality of everything that is around me. I am one with all of this. I am not moving against the current. I am with the current. I am with the flow of life. The treaty can say otherwise. The people around me can say otherwise. But there is always time for it to say, yes, time is fucking malleable, you guys. Treaty ain't fucking shit. Treaty is just a manifestation of your internal world. When I aligned myself, especially internally, with the wholeness of things, my anxiety and my fear about the future, about what is happening right now, out the fucking window. God handles everything for me. Why would I ever think that I'm not supported by the being that supports everything around me, that supports this entire fucking universe? I'm not alone. I am with so much resources. I am in so much abundance. I am with my ancestors. I am with my spirit guides. I am with God. You know, I am one with the fucking totality, okay? I think that's a totality for, I don't know. I'm not gonna get tired of saying that because I really want you to really understand, be one with the totality. Again, when you're one with the totality, you are detached with whatever the fuck is happening around you. You know that there's something outside of you is taking good care of you. That is just the beauty of knowing that whatever you do, wherever you are one with this wholeness. That is whole on its own, that is not fragmented, that is not flawed, that is not imperfect. Because when you're operating all alone, that cuts you off with the natural flow of abundance that is always available to you. That's the thing about humans, always want to figure things out. Why are you doing God's work? It is His work. Why are you doing it, honey? And then you get disappointed because you don't get the outcome that you want. But that outcome should be worked out by someone more powerful than you. A lot of people is afraid of the word surrender, of the word detachment, because it's just them being humans. And I was one of you guys too. When I first came across the concept of, in order for me to get whatever the fuck I want, I have to fucking let it go. I was like, what the fuck you mean? Like, what is this bullshit? I was literally slapped by reality because it says that the thing that you want is already in you. It is inside of you. So why are you seeking it outside of you? There's just so much fucking illusion in life that really keeps us from being awake, from knowing the truth. But it all comes down to love, guys. The ultimate reality is love. And whatever that doesn't align with that is just full freaking illusion. That might frustrate a lot of you because maybe your entire life you've been living in this illusion. But the comforting fact is that you can always come back to love. No matter what fucking happened, you can get away from it. You might have forgotten, okay? But it is always there, okay? Waiting for you to remember. I think that code holds so much beauty, especially in whatever the fuck is happening in our modern world. With the crisis that is happening right now, you can have this like understanding that the horrors of life doesn't really align with love, doesn't hold any truth. Real things cannot be threatened, but unreal does not